Yo, what is up guys, Grim here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the absolutely insane buff that they're bringing in again for heists. So they've decided that they just weren't good enough and they're going to buff them even more. That's right, they've made it completely insane. So previously, we've done a video on how good blueprints are, we've done a video on how good contracts are, but they just needed to be better. They're already probably competitive with the biggest endgame farming method in the game, and that is 5 orb, 100% delirious fractured maps. I would say they're pretty much comparable, if not better than those. So it's completely insane that they've decided to really ratchet it up to the next level. So let's get into what the buffs are going to be, how you guys can take advantage of them, and how insane this is really, just even right now, it's so insane. So change number 1. They have made it so you can now fracture blueprints. That's right, you can use fractured fossils on them as well as the split beasts. So before you needed a phenomenal played arachnid to do this. These are generally pretty expensive, 215 all the way up to like 220C. And now you can just use fractured fossils. Now what does this mean? This means an absolute truckload of things. So straight up, fractured fossils are just really, like, they're way cheaper. This is at the time they're usable, so this is actually the price you can buy these at. And these are also much easier to buy in bulk. Fractured fossils come from delvers, which have, tons of these things. They farm like 100 a day when they're really going at it, versus the beast farmers who can probably get about 20 a day, maybe a few more if they get lucky, maybe 30 or 40. But anyway, there's no way they can get as many as the delvers. It's just not the same thing. And also, I would argue that the beast farmers' expenses are higher in average because they generally use phenomenal plagued lures or plagued lures. Phenomenal lures, that's the one. These ones here. So pretty expensive. Now, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen here because, of course, the fractured fossil is also used in fractured farming. So that's a whole nother kettle of fish, but we won't get to that in this video. Anyway, the point is here, you can get the supplies to do your fractured blueprints much easier and they're much cheaper. And they were already super profitable before. So if I pull up this spreadsheet here, we take a look at blueprint spreading in our blueprint profitability video, we could see that we spent an average 200C and we still profited about 115C per map. Of course, prices have changed a little bit since then, but yeah, if you take off some of that expense, that's straight pure profit that you're getting in your pocket. So pretty insane indeed. So very, very crazy. So what else are they doing though? What are the other buffs they're introducing? Well, there is a lot of them. So the next buff they introduced is that you can now have rogue follower gear that does stuff. So I don't have any on me right now, but the weapon or the trinket slot, this one here, the one that goes in the middle, this can roll +1 level of character job levels or a specific job level. Now this allows you to essentially, on some blueprints, take in more valuable members. So before, you were pretty much forced into using whatever the highest level rogue was of that thing. So if you had a level 5 Thaumaturgy, sorry, you're taking Niles, stuff like that. But with this new introduction of this stat working, you can now take in, for example, Nanette, allowing you to open more chests, more small chests, all that kind of stuff like that. Now, this is probably not that powerful in the situation of Nanette because you can already open all of the big chests and that's where the money is. Now, where this is powerful is what if you could ratchet Venderi up to a higher level and you could use him more often. I'm just trying to find my blueprint here. Looks like we don't know where it is. Unlucky. But yeah, let's say that you could put Venderi on more wings on your split blueprint or just your blueprints in general. That is a straight up more loot multiplier that will be applied to your blueprints, which is going to net you more rewards, meaning that the fossil price is going to make you have lower expenses, and the new heroes are going to make it easier to run them and more loot griv to run them as well. So you're going to be pulling out more loot. Absolutely insane. So what else are they changing? Well, they decided that wasn't enough. Before, it was confirmed that trinkets or brooches did not work. They don't work, that chance to duplicate currency, not real. It's just a line of text, it's there for cosmetics. They've confirmed that this doesn't work and that they're going to fix it. Now, this is actually off the wall because you can get 45% chance to duplicate any kind of chest reward you pretty much want, with a few exceptions. But the main one here is going to be the chance to duplicate currency. You can get that up to 15%, which is actually insane. So 15% chance on 3 rogues. That's 45% chance to duplicate currency. Now, how insane is this really? Well, let's go check it out. So let's say you had 45% chance to duplicate pretty much all of the loot in a grand heist. So before, we were pulling out about 3,145 chaos. Now, with a 45% multiplier, of course, this is going to change a little bit here. But you're going to be pulling out 4,500, which is actually insane. Absolutely insane if you have the best in slot trinkets, which are not that hard to get. The brooches, sorry. Now, what does this mean for our bottom line? So expenses are lower, and the massive amount of currency we're pulling out is higher. So that means, that's going to be a lot more profit. 2,000 chaos extra profit right now if we were to have that change right now, and if we were to run them right now. So that is an extra, multiple exalts profit. It triples the profit that you can earn from blueprints. Now, 300 chaos profit per blueprint, and it takes you probably about 20 minutes to run for your average guy. That's actually like 900 chaos per hour. That is actually insane, and most of it's in raw currency. I think this is now probably, arguably, the most rewarding league after these changes ever. Now, the Fractured Fossil change is in, the Brooch change is currently not in, but when we see that come in, it's going to absolutely be insane. I can't even believe that you're going to be able to make like 900 C per hour in raw currency. Now, of course, this is actually just a bit too crazy. What's going to happen because of this? We've never seen this amount of raw currency come from a league mechanic, and what could possibly happen? Well, we're going to have to be careful, because if you're actually pulling out 2,000 chisels from 10 blueprints, which you're fractured, that is not sustainable. It's not sustainable, and things are going to have to change. They'll probably go down in price. If you're pulling out 311 GCPs, does anyone actually need that many GCPs? Anyone? No, I don't think so. So prices will go down. I don't know how much they'll go down. They've already started going down as a result of them. If we look at chisels and that massive number, you can see here that it's currently 1 to 23 or 1 to 17, which is actually just insane. Stuff like fusing orbs will also probably continue to go down, however, not as much as you can, like, double corrupt chest pieces and stuff like that, which should keep that reasonably stable. Let's take a look at alchemy orbs though. How about alchemies? Yeah, we can see here, they're already on the way down. With this change, it's going to absolutely decimate the prices, in my opinion. But it's also going to have effect on other pieces of the economy. So as a bit of a fractured map farmer myself, I did of course notice the increase in price, and it's definitely cut into my desire to do more. Now, with all of the fractured map farmers being a little bit turned off, you will start to see less of the rewards from these delirium maps on the market, and we've seen that immediately. You can see here that simulacrums, they're already rising in price. All of the breach stones, specifically Chayula, going up in price. Pure stones, they'll go up in price as well. All of them will. And what the really important thing here is, though, is that the scarab prices are going to go up in price. In my opinion, once we kind of have that initial chunk kind of flushed out of the system, I think that we're going to see a massive price correction on everything. Probably sulfide scarabs will go up in price. It'll basically, all of these prices will go up until it's worth fractured fossil farming of delirium maps once again. And then we're going to see kind of like the new economy that we're in. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Probably it's going to be an economy where small currencies are going to be very affordable, but the stuff like bridgestones and scarabs are going to be a little bit less affordable due to the fact that the fractured fossil price went up. So absolute insanity on the way from Blueprints. You know, cash in while you can before everything collapses, I guess. Maybe it doesn't collapse. We'll have to see. But that's been a bit of an economy update as well as a patch update for you guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, and more content on the stream coming up, and of course more videos on the way. So hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.